Hello, everyone. It's NyaStory here, and welcome to the first episode of The KRIB. Tonight, I'm recording outside the studio, but I didn't want to miss this episode because I promised you all I would be here. So every Monday and Wednesday, I'm going to drop a new episode, and we'll see how this goes. I will be in Inglewood in my podcast studio. I will be accepting guests, hosts, people that would like to come in and do their own thing and host their own podcast. You're welcome. For a small fee, of course, but you're welcome. Before I dive into tonight's topic, I want to take a moment to introduce myself. For those who might be tuning in for the first time and don't really know anything about NyaStory, I am very much an introvert, very much so, and a creative. I love journaling, writing, music. And while I used to perform, I even tried to do a little battling and all that on stage, I realized that engaging through my words is more of my true passion. Like, I've hosted some things, underground podcasts with a few people, and I'm gonna for sure bring them back from my past and get them on this show, speak a little bit and jump in here with me. But it's so much that I have to share that's just been weighing on my chest, and I feel like, why not? Let's do it. Say what you got to say. Everyone else is saying what they got to say, right? It's another form of self-care. It's another form of therapy. So I'm going to just dive right in. I was born and raised in South Central Los Angeles, South LA, what we call it today. I've been through the ups and downs of this whole, growing up young and out of control and thinking you grown when you're not, bumping your head, going through the criminal jail system, got my GED in there, came home, earned my AA, a few mental health certifications, and continue my education. Now I'm completing my bachelor's degree. I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm an auntie. I'm a compassionate. I'm an empath. I love people. I'm an entrepreneur. I wear many hats, but in my core, I'm someone who cares deeply about my people, my community, the things that we've been through, and taking us out of that, like moving forward. We need to move forward. Speaking of our community, my heart aches for South Los Angeles right now. It's like we are in like dire need of change, dire need of an uplift. It's summer nights, summer night lights, but we have there's so much going on with these kids can't even enjoy themselves. In the past weeks, we've lost too many young women to senseless violence. These tragedies weigh heavily on me, especially when I think of our grandmothers and mothers who keep losing their babies. One story that really hit home is of the girl who lost her life here on the 105 freeway. I believe it was Regine Morgan, Reginette, if I'm not saying it right. A 22-year-old innocent victim of gun violence, gang violence. She was mistaken for someone else and shot while in her vehicle near the Vermont Avenue exit of the 105 freeway. Now, if you're in LA, you're definitely familiar with the 105. I take it mostly every day. That's what's so scary about the whole situation. Her family is left to mourn, and we are left to ask the questions like, who's to blame for this? Like, I just really want to know. Is it the gangs fighting over colors in neighborhoods still after all this time they don't own? Is it the parents? some of whom still carry a childlike mindset, unable to properly guide their own kids. Y'all still haven't grown up yourselves. It's like, is it the community? Is it the community? Is it us? Still allowing these ignorant mentalities to control our streets? Or is it the police who have been defunded and may not have as much control, but still seem to influence gang activities here in Los Angeles undercoverly? Like, it's no one's, we can't trust them. Personally, I've been through it, suffered many effects of it, lost many loved ones, and I'm tired of gang banging. It's been played out since the early 2000s. I hate the cruelty of it, the crime, and how we have to continuously bury our loved ones, raising money just to lay them to rest. This lifestyle is so far gone that we've become numb to each other's pain. Like, y'all crying when it happened to your people. Do you not feel the same pain when it's happening to your neighbor? The friend of the friend of the friend, because we all end up tied up together. We still out here influencing these young people, this younger generation, with this nonsense. And for what? We know the outcomes already. We know the outcomes of this insanity. And there's better ways to live today. We have a lot of options out here. We have people out here trying to help. There's many resources. Before I wrap it up, I just want to say we got to do better. We have to do better. We have to find ways to support each other, to uplift each other, and to stop this cycle of violence and pain. Our city deserves better. Our families deserve better. We deserve better. We deserve better. South LA. We deserve better. This culture is ruining us. But thank you all for listening. It's just my opinions. You don't have to agree. Please share your thoughts. And let's continue this conversation. I'm ready for it. Until next time, take care. Stay safe in South LA. And try to be somewhat good to each other. God bless. God bless y'all. God is good all the time. God ain't going nowhere. All you got to do is start praying. Say a little prayer. Say a little prayer. I'm not no singer, but, you know, God is good all the time. Say a little prayer for us. Y'all have a good one. Good night.